The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Well, yes, Tom, your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Don't take anything personal. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even sadness will simply disappear if you don't take them personally. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 32, NASDAQ off 2, S&P's down 5, gold contract up $12.90, trading at $1,268 an ounce. Silver down 7 cents, $17.25 an ounce. Platinum up $2.50 at $9.46 an ounce. Copper up $0.015 at $2.59 a pound. Light sweet crude flat, $49.04 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 1 tick, 125.22. 30-year bond up 7 ticks, 152.30. Now, both notes and bonds, folks, all week long, rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Bottom line, now what you have the daily, weekly, monthly of all the rejections. They want higher price, lower yield. Pretty wild. King dollar down 60 ticks at 98.980. Now, King dollar all week long tried to get to higher price, had volume behind the move. Bottom line, kept getting sold off. What does have King dollar? King dollar now has a lower swing low on the daily, on the weekly, on the monthly with volume. King dollar is building cause not only to basically get under this 98 area. It looks to me like King dollar is building cause to get down to 91. When we broke out a few months ago we broke out in November, we got over the 100.600 mark, which had been consolidating for a year. Guess what? Can't bust them up. It failed. You go downtown, and as we went downtown, you went downtown with wide price spread and volume. Next 5, 6, 7 months, King dollar is making its way down to the bottom of this consolidation, which is 91. The euro is trading at 108 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is at 111.5 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so you get a sideways move in the market today. The SPY's at 238.20. The number to keep your eye on here is, I believe it's 230. Yeah, you're going to love this. So it's 238.37. You know, we closed below 238.37. You basically got a failure on the weekly. You know, what does that mean? It doesn't mean a whole, well, it means that, yes, now you can go after the lower end of this, which is 231, which is a big deal. What you don't have, and we do these monthlies out here right now, the monthly bottom line, you know, it's not bad. You know, the monthly, we've done 364 million. You're going at the 454. The bottom of that monthly is 236 in March. So we are not going to close below 236. So you don't have a signal in the monthly. In the daily, you do have a signal if it closes under that 238.37, which we're under now, is saying, okay, next week you can pull back down into the lower end of this consolidation. So the S&P is still in this consolidation that it's been in since March 1st. Dow Industrial is the same type of setup. Dow Industrials also can't basically handle this price. Now, what's going to be cool about watching the Dow is that the benchmark on the Dow is 20,957. Now, we're below it right now. We've been back and forth all day long. Can be above it pretty quickly because we're 20,949. But if you close below it, guess what? That sets up that you can get back down to 20,412, and we'll see whether we get any volume if, in fact, we close there next week. What we do have is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're still in window dressing. Wednesday, it starts peeling off. But May Day's Monday, folks. Bottom line, we're in window dressing today. Huge amount of earnings came out, of course. NDX 100. What do we have? The NDX 100? NDX 100 and the composite there. They get a lot more. They'd have to come down a lot more in order to have a failure. Bottom line is that they both are at highs. They're like at light volume, but guess what? They're at highs and they can go higher. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract, folks, rejected lower price all week. Has lighter volume. Gold contract's at $12.69. This gold contract looks to me like it's setting up to go make the run. The run we're talking about, number one, is not just for the $12.97. I'm expecting we're going to make that run up to the $13.19 mark. Gold is still in a confirmed ABC structure in the way up. Your price projection is $13.07. Your next swing point up here is $13.19. The GDX, same type of setup. It's getting a bid out here today. GDX is at $22.33. You're up a half a dollar. That's not a lot. What we do have on the weekly, however, is this: is that the weekly we're going to do about 400 million. You're coming into 394 million. You're coming into 444 million, and thus far it's rejected that low. And the bigger low that it's rejected is 636 million, which was the downdraft of November. That's the first time that we came down. This is the consolidation that we've been in since November. That's when the GDX went from 25 to 20. It had 636 million shares traded. Got back up to 25, couldn't handle it. Came back down with 444 million. We got back up to 24 this week. You come back, well, it's 384 right now. I'm figuring maybe we'll push 20 million in at the close. Bottom line is you can see what you do have higher highs right now from the low that was established out here on the 22nd. I expect we're going to make that run once again up to that 25 mark. Silver, what do we have with the silver market? Silver right here is trading at a price point of $17.26. Bottom line, silver needs to catch a bid. Silver, we definitely have divergence between the silver and gold market right now. Silver is still weaker. The signal out here is not bad right now. You know, we'll see whether it can get any juice coming this next Monday and Tuesday. Now, notes and bonds continue to say that, number one, they reject lower price. Number two, they want higher price, lower yield. And, you know, they broke out of that consolidation, 4-month consolidation. They want higher price. And just maybe it's all about, we have an economy right now, the GDP come out at 0.7%, and they were looking for 2%, folks. Bottom line, economy's getting weaker, not stronger. You stay right there. We're going to be coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and let's go into the bonds first. We didn't finish this update. So bonds out here, folks. This is the way these are set up. We had the GDP come out this morning. The GDP was 0.7%. Bottom line, what you do have is that the first quarter GDP is always a weak. Well, always when I'm talking about, it seems like the past, the 4 or 5 years, the first quarter has been weaker, and then it seems to kick in. We'll see if that's the case. Okay. Bottom line is that the market was looking for something much heavier than 0.7%. Bottom line, what ends up happening there? 10-year goes down to 125.09, rejects that level, is at 125.22. Not only looks like it wants higher price. We took out this whole consolidation. The consolidation, we had a 4-month consolidation in the 10 and the 30, all the bonds. This thing looks to me like you're not only getting 126, more than likely you're going to get 128 out of this baby. Now, let's go to the 30. So what that is saying that you're going to have an economy that is not only, we've been growing at 2%, the administration thinks they can get it to 3%. Bottom line is that right now, if we're at 0.7%. So this could be trouble in paradise. And if that's the case, bottom line, they're not going to be going up on rates. So the 30-year right now is at 152.31. The low is 151.28 today. It rejected that level. What's going to get intriguing here is that the next Fed meeting is going to be on May 3rd, so that's next week. The odds that the probability, the Fed Fund Futures probability that they go up on rates is 13.3%. That being said, the probability they go up on rates June 14th is 69% right now. Now that's going to be, depending what other numbers come in before that, that's going to be a heavy number, 69%. So we'll see if, in fact, that's how that shakes out. Last night, Google come out with numbers. Google, Amazon, no doubt, took the NDX 100 up after the close. Google gapped up today. Google had closed last night at 874. It gapped up this morning to 916. It's trading at 909. Now, it's going to get intriguing with Google. This is like a dangerous signal with Google right now. When you gap up like this, okay, you don't have... So picture this. You have 2 different things going on with Google. You do a nice gap, you give up price at the gap, meaning that we opened at $910. You went to $916. Now you're at $908. So that is a nice little doji, number one. And if we gap down at all, that's going to be an abandoned baby, okay? And an abandoned baby are a island top. They're problematic, folks, okay? It doesn't mean that, Google's making money hand over fist. But when you take a look at it, what you also have is that this run's been great, okay? And if you gap down, guess what? That could be the beginning of a retracement. We'll see how that shakes out. If we go over to Amazon and we take a look at Amazon, different ball game now. And this is what it is with Amazon. Amazon, now, it almost looks like Amazon would look worse, but it actually, on a technical basis, it's not, and this is why. Amazon, last night, closed at $918. Now, this opened at $948, so it actually opened bigger. But what Amazon did, and this is what actually saves it from being any type of a abandoned baby or a doji, is that it sold down all day long. If anyone bought it on the open, Amazon was $949. Now you're only at $927. That's actually better on a technical basis because what Amazon has also done, Amazon has monster volume in it. And it's taken out a swing point, and it almost looks like we're coming to the close. Yeah, this looks like they're going to take the swing point out in volume. So this would be another ABC up. And the A point on this is 833. Your B is 923. So you got, what, $90? That gets you into 974. So bottom line is that, let's put this back in a monthly and see what it looks like. So on a monthly, yeah, you get some good volume on a monthly. That's the other side of it, too. On the monthly right now, we've already got 72 million shares. If we do take a look at the QQQ, so it's so cool that we're finishing not only the week, we're finishing the month. That brings a whole different perspective looking at all these equities. The Qs, bottom line, each and every month, you still get volume contracting in a big way. The SPY, if we go take a look at the SPY on a monthly basis, what we have on a monthly basis in the SPY is the high of last month, which is 240. It would have been nice if it could get tested. We had volume last month. We didn't get it this month. The small caps, which have been in this consolidation for a huge amount of time, now the small caps are showing some weakness out here today. Let's put the small caps first on a weekly. Yeah, so on a weekly, the small caps have some big problems. The small caps are set up like that very well could get an island top. So this is what we did with the small caps. The small caps got over 140.86. That's the last high. That high was generated in March. We got to 141.81. We're at 139.49, so it couldn't hold the high. That high had 161 million, and right now we've done 151 million. So if we close where we are right now, inside the small caps, you have a failure in price, failure in volume on the monthly. Now, that means that you can't bust them up. Guess what? It's going to try to bust them down to the lower end of this consolidation. Now, the small caps, as have the S&Ps that have been in that consolidation, well, the small caps have been in this consolidation since December. So that's a big number. We go over to the dollar. So good old King Dollar, folks. I put this on a continuous basis. What you're going to see is this. The swing point that King Dollar has been going after is 98.670. Now, we hit it twice this week. Both times it rejected it. That's on your daily. What you have is this. Once we put it on the weekly, what you're going to see is that you broke it and we broke it with volume. So this is where this always gets dangerous, and this is where at the end of weeks, months, you want to put these on weekly and monthlies when you can, because it gives you a much better understanding of the longer-term aspect. So what do? Thus far, we've done 155,000 contracts versus your swing point of 138,000. So that's saying you're going to be back down there. That's on the short-term basis. On the longer-term basis, what you have is that when this broke out, this was in a consolidation. That consolidation had started in February of 2015. Went all the way over to November of this year. The top of the consolidation is 100.600. The bottom of the consolidation is 91 point, it's actually, 91.880. We broke out of it November. We broke back into it in February. February 3rd was the first time we broke into it. It got out of it again in March, came back into it again in March, and it's been in there since then. That's a problem. And now when you're looking at this, you're going to see now we're coming into it and you have a volume expanding. That sets up next 6 months down to the bottom of the consolidation. We'll see whether that baby wants to go there, number one, and if in fact is it going to hold. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow Industrials down 38, Nasdaq's off 2, S&P's are down 6. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here today. Well, actually, let's go take a look at Microsoft first. Microsoft came out with numbers last night. Microsoft closed, Microsoft's up 21 cents. That little baby had a low out here today of 67, a high at 68. That's looking good, man. That's the bottom line. Let me put this on a monthly. So this is going to get interesting because Microsoft was actually down last night, 172 million. Well, you know, Microsoft's almost at ABC structure up. If it had a little more volume, it'd have an ABC structure up. You know what Microsoft is, though? Yeah, see, this is an ABC up on a much longer basis. Okay, so let's take a look at this. On a monthly, this is an ABC up. It's a beauty, too. Okay, so your A point was 26. Your B was 50, so you get 24 bucks. That gives you 64. Okay, so Microsoft finished one ABC up. Now, I think we got another one in here, too. 70? No. So, okay, so, and this, what's wild about ABC structures, folks, is that the market likes to do ABC structures on, well, when the market starts doing ABCs, equities, certain equities like to do multiple ABCs, whether they're up or down. Now, on a monthly basis, when you finish an ABC structure on the way up, it's pretty tough to do in another monthly. So this is going to get interesting. So Microsoft was a 60, I'm just ballparking, but 64, 65 target. Right now you're at 68. Intel also come out with numbers. Intel is trading down $1.49 right now. Now that came down with some volume. We put this on a monthly basis. This is still in a consolidation. Intel's been in a consolidation since July of 2014. Not the end of the world, you know, because the bottom of this the bottom of the consolidation is about 29. Right now you're at 35. Starbucks, SBUX, they also come out with numbers last night. Starbucks is down $1.40, and we put this in on a monthly basis. This also is in a consolidation. This consolidation has been on since July of 2015. You're at 59.91. And this one here, it's going to be kind of tough to basically get that under the 58 level. If we go over to the gold market, we take a look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU is up $1.80. We'll put this on the weeklies and the monthlies and see where we're laying out here. So on the weekly, this is pretty cool. Okay, so on the weekly basis, what you have is that when we came down, first October of 2016, you came down with 248 million. Then November, we come down with 320. We come down and tested that in March with 171, and we just got to a higher level with 240. So your 240 is going against 358. This is pretty cool. This is what we have here too. This is wild. So watch this. If you're familiar with the art of time in the trade, folks, okay, you're always looking for tests, whether it's highs or lows. And then you're looking for ejections. So the low that was generated in the XAU was this past December. That low was $72.66. The high was $82.45. We did 358 million shares. This is on a weekly. This week, we came down at 240 million. We got to $80.36. So you got into the bar. The top of the bar is 82.45. Guess what? You rejected it. And you rejected it with dramatically lighter volume. Talking 240 million versus 358. That's saying still building cause to get through March, but I expect what you're going to see. You're going to see it, number one, get up to 90, and more than likely we're going to make a run to this 97. That's your XAU. We go to the Gold Bugs Index. We pull the Gold Bugs Index up. We take this. We'll put this on a weekly basis also. See how this baby's laying out. Okay, so the December low was 160. The high of that low was 185.55. We did 214 million shares. Let's see, number 185.55. Okay, so, oh, this is crazy. So check this out. This is wild when this happens. We came down to 185.45. So you get 10 cents into the bar. We did 160 million shares versus 214. You get another rejection. This is pretty cool. And then we also came into the strength from March of 204 million. This thing's lining up. This thing is lined up, actually, to go up to higher price. So you're down 160 million. You're coming into strength that had 204. Went to the bottom of it, rejected it. Went to the bottom, went to the high of the lows, rejected it. That's higher price coming at you. What is intriguing, one of the equities out here are getting some heavy strength out here today, and that's Anico Eagle. You know, Barrick come out with numbers. Barrick didn't make their numbers. Newmont didn't make their numbers. Well, Anico Eagle blew them away. The Anico Eagle's up 8% today. You're up $4.25. You're trading at $47.73. It's going into the swing high. The swing high actually just took out a swing high. So Anico Eagle, this thing is getting prepared to go up to $52. Right now you're at $47.74. And you talk about some numbers, man. It's pretty wild what they did. And there's right there. So the estimate, the first quarter revenue estimate was $517 million. They came in at $547. Their earnings estimate was 10 cents. They came in with 28 cents. So a big number. There's no doubt about it. Their gold production was 418,000 ounces. They see gold production exceeding 1.57 million ounces this year. That's a good number. That's a big number. There's no doubt about that. Good number, big number. We'll see if, in fact, a few of these others can get some traction. If we go over to Barrick for a second, Barrick is what definitely let us down this week. Barrick came out with their numbers. Barrick gapped from price point of 1926, bang, right down to 1686. Now, that being said, we put Barrick on the weekly. It didn't get to its lowest swing point, and we're coming into 133 million. This is so dicey, man, when this happens. Okay, so Barrick. So in November, folks, Barrick went from 18 to 14. It had 133 million shares. Well, even though we come down with a huge amount of shares, 122, we didn't do 133. Put this on a monthly, and what you have on a monthly, it's dramatically lighter volume. On a monthly, we came down with 281 million. You're coming into 426. You're coming into 390. You're coming into strength at 520. But what Barrick definitely needs, Barrick's going to need to do quite a bit of repair for the way that the price destruction came in. And Barrick is the largest weighting structure of the GDX. Newmont saved itself in a huge way. Newmont's up 83 cents today. Bottom line, for that being the dog, Newmont is starting to perform right now. You stay right there, folks, and we come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials are down 40. NASDAQ is flat. S&Ps are down 5.5. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. We go over and we're taking a look at Newmont here. Okay, so Newmont, folks, is up 78 cents, $33.68. This little baby is really a nice setup. So watch this. Now, this has been the dog inside the GDX. What you had here is that, number one, you got down to a price point of $32 this week. But what you have is that the first low that was established in here was November. November, we got down to $30. You did 46 million shares. We almost made another low in December, but it was a higher low. We got to 30.40 versus 30.19. You did 56 million shares. Now, what we did this week, we got down, we did 52 million shares going into the 56, going into 53. You rejected them all. You closed above the lowest swing point from March, and bottom line is that you get a nice hammer happening here. Now, that's a nice setup. Let me see what this monthly looks like, particularly for something that's been a dog. Okay, so the monthly's not bad. The monthly's actually hard to tell what this baby wants to do. You know, that's what it comes down to. There's no that's how it's set up. You know, if you would like to test drive the gold report, folks, it's a great time to do it. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to investment newsletters. You can test drive the gold report 30 days absolutely free. Let's go to Great Panther. We get a lot of targets that are interested in Great Panther. We had Bob Archer on this past week. Great Panther is trading $1.26. You take a look at this. We put this on a weekly, and this is a classic too. There's no doubt. Okay, so this equity here came down to $1.16. We've done 8.7 million shares. Watch this. This is pretty cool. Where it broke out from was 96 cents. It went, on April, it went from 96 to $1.19. Then you had the large breakout from 120 to 164 in April of 2016. Well, that's 15.7 million. It got into that, rejected it, and you rejected it with 8 million versus 15.7. That's the first part. The second part is better, though, and this is what it is. This consolidation, this is a monster consolidation. And if you also want to see something, how you get a test, and it's test on lighter volume, and you never know. Okay, so you can really learn a lot from this equity. And the first run in January of 2016, it was extraordinary, folks, okay? This equity went from 52 cents up to 225. All the gold equities did. That was a run like we had in 2002 and 2003. was amazing. You had a pullback. Now, the next run was good. It was almost just as good, except that you started at a higher level. The next run, you started at $1.14. That was in November of 2016, and you ran up to 228. But let me show you something. So 228 was the high in February. 228 was testing 225. 225, the first time up there, we had 25 million shares. Next time, 8 million. What happens? You go from 228 down to 116. What happens with a test, you don't know if you're going to have a 50% retracement, which this gold stock did. Bottom line, once it's done, guess what? You're just on the opposite side of this deal now. The deal now is that you just tested with 8 million versus 15.7. So my take is that now this thing wants to run to 166. And where I'm going with the 166 is that is the lows of March. You'll have to build some cause there, but it looks to me like that baby's going to go. What I was doing a little bit earlier, because I was looking at all of these all day long. If you take a look at Endeavor Silver, which is EXK, little bit different setup, but what's cool about this has been one of the weakest silver stocks, and this equity also saved itself. It got down to a price point of 276. You're trading 308. That's on the day, on the weekly. On the monthly, you got under the lows of last month, which was 284. You closed above them. And this equity actually has volume from 421 up to 584. So it's like, man, okay, this wants to go. Now, if we go over to Pan American Silver, and when you're hunting, the reason I'm hunting so much right now on these folks, I suspect we're going to be buying more of these on Monday morning. I was almost going to bite more today, but it's like, okay, Monday morning is going to be fine, because I went through every one of them a couple hours ago. So Pan American Silver is still in an ABC structure on the way up. That's how this is set up. And this is a beauty, too. Your A point is $5. Your B is 16, so you got $11, which gets you $24, and thus far you've hit $21.59. And this here is rejected lower price. Came down good. We came down from $19 and got down to $16.30. But bottom line, this wants to go to the highs. Number one, if we put this on a monthly now, what you're going to see is that this has been a consolidation almost a year. Yeah, well, it started in July of last year. Oh, hey, you want to see something? This is a beauty. Now, this is going to get interesting. Freeport-McMoRan. Okay, Freeport-McMoRan is trading at $12.70. This baby, the low for the year is $9.24, the high $17.06. Now, this baby has been in trouble, and this is the largest oil, gold, and copper company out here. This equity went from a price point of $17 down to $12. It's going against its strength. Now, its strength, folks, when it broke topside, is $11.11. You're at $12.77. So when I look at it, it's like, can you go to $11.11? Yeah, you can. But watch what also happened. On Tuesday, it had a nice little sign of strength. Tuesday, we went from $12.39 to $13.36. You did with 50 million shares. You pull back today with 13 million. You want to keep your eye on this, because what you also have on this baby is that we get a high volume high at $17.06. This is a company that, I see taking in some cash. Yeah, they're taking $14.9 billion. Out of that, this is how the breakdown is. Copper products, $5.9 billion. No, copper products, refined copper products, $5.9 billion. Copper and concentrates, 4.5. Gold, 1.5. Oil, 1.3. Other, 1.6. Big numbers, all across the board. They had, and they still are having some problems with their largest mine, and it's a political risk. There's no two ways about that. But setup is looking good, man. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And, of course, don't forget, as you're over at our website at TFNN, our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Andy is starting a new daily newsletter this coming Monday. It's hard to believe that this coming Monday is May Day. How about that? That is, like, wild. You can sign up right here, right now. It's Andy Heck's Daily Essential Equities. Be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to TFNN, you're going to see right in the top of the carousel, Daily Essential Equities by our man, Mr. Andy Heck. Now, he's starting a newsletter. This is Monday. It's hard to believe Monday's May Day. Bottom line, May 1st is there. This newsletter is going to be a daily by our man, Mr. Andy Heck. You can get a 20% discount and lock in that price for as long as you're a subscriber. The normal price is $97 a month. You can pay $77.60. Start Monday, get a great newsletter. You also come to a workshop that he's going to be doing May 3rd, which is Wednesday, 5 to 6. That's going to be called Opportunities in Energy Equities. This also has a 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. So if you want to test drive a newsletter for a month, get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Getting the webinar on Wednesday. Check it out over the weekend at TFNN.com. And, of course, don't forget, folks, no matter where you're listening right now, if you happen to be listening in your car radio, across this great nation of ours, remember that you can get us 24 hours a day right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. You just hit Tiger TV on the right-hand side. You're going to get some great HD video quality as well as the audio, of course. Dollar's laying out here at 98,905. Let's go to the yen for a second, because what is interesting here is that the correlation between the yen and the dollar, the yen and gold rather, folks, and the dollar too. Yen and gold is that when the yen gets weaker, gold gets weaker. Now, we haven't had that in the last 3 days, but the expectation would be that each and every day, as the dollar has failed, so hasn't the yen. The bottom line is that it's almost like just laying out here at that 111.5 mark. That would get it into a larger range, the higher range. That's where it broke down from on March 21st. Doesn't look like it's going to make it. The bottom line, this looks like it wants to go all the way back to that 102.55 area where it started from November, the beginning of November. You know, and if we go over to, if you want to see the correlation, it's pretty wild. The peso has already made it back to that area, folks, and good old King dollar. So the peso started on the night before the election. The peso is at 18.66 pesos to $1 US. It got weak. It went all the way up to 22. Guess what? This week it got down to 18.47, which is stronger than it started from. Bottom line, you're there right now to 1882. The reason I'm bringing that up is that the way that this market, well, the way that the currencies are set up right now and gold is set up right now, they all are trying to get back to where they started from. You know, if we take a look at the gold contract in particular, that started from the night of we started at 1273. And of course, you know, this week, well, last week we got to 1294 and it failed. You're at 1269 right now. Bottom line, still building cars to get up to this. My take is we're going to go to the 1319. Now, it's pretty cool about that. If, in fact, we can get there, is that you can see some real action up at that level, because there's a supply line that's pretty intense, you know, at that level also. But because we've been building cars here for basically quite some time, you can make the case, well, it's a month. We've been building cars for a month to get through this November time frame. What has happened, however, is this, is that you have had a few of these gold equities make it through this area. Particularly, what we have was we had Rheingold make it through the area. The downdraft in Rheingold was $90.90. It got up there in February. It got up there in April. It got up there in April again. You just back down. We'll find out if we can go do it again. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Go have some fun with it, folks. Have a great weekend, safe weekend. Look forward to speaking right back here, 8 o'clock Monday morning. Wow! Go get them, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.